Your support truly means everything to us. With nearly 90% of our viewers still not subscribed, we need your help to keep crafting emotional and meaningful stories. Tap that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and drop a comment with your city. We'd love to know where you're watching from. Now let's begin. Can an ideal marriage fall apart in an instant seemingly out of nowhere? Absolutely yes. I've experienced it myself and now I can tell you about it. Violet and I had known each other since school. We were in parallel classes and lived next door to each other. Our friendship gradually turned into love and eventually something deeper. Of course, we were each other's firsts. She waited for me to return from the army, then we went to college, and only after that did we get married. By the way, we paid for our wedding ourselves. We didn't ask our parents for anything. We lived on our own terms, didn't plan on having kids, at least not until we hit 30 or 35. We weren't interested in diapers and baby onesies just yet. We slowly saved up for the down payment on a house, but when we applied for a mortgage, it got rejected. So we decided to put everything in my dad's name for the time being, and once we paid it off, we transferred it into our names. And oh, how lucky I was at that moment. As time went on, our incomes grew, and we didn't rush to pay off the mortgage ahead of schedule. We bought one car, then another, but since I was working for myself as a programmer, the purchases were made in my parents' name to avoid any questions about our income. Why didn't we register anything under Violet's family name? Well, there wasn't anyone to do that with. Her parents had died in a car crash when they swerved into oncoming traffic on a slick highway. It was a massive loss for both Violet and me, because I had grown to love and respect them deeply. It took Violet a long time to climb out of that dark pit of grief, but slowly we found our way back to a normal rhythm. Violet and I never fought, we always resolved all things calmly. There were no petty arguments, and as I sometimes joked, it even got a little dull at times. Then one day, something happened that I couldn't quite grasp. Out of nowhere, Violet had a meltdown. It seemed like there was no reason for it. She always went to the supermarket alone, shopped, loaded the cart into the car, and then brought everything into the house. I didn't mind doing that, it was easier for both of us. But this time, when I struggled to drag the cart to the car, she started yelling at me. "And these damn bags. I could have totally broken my back," she snapped. I tried to comfort her, but she pulled away, wiping away angry tears. "If you had just called me, I would have come, and you could have figured it out yourself for once in your life," she yelled, suddenly standing up and heading for the door. "Where are you going?" I asked. "I'm exhausted. I'll stay with Aurora for now," Violet said, cutting herself off before leaving. Honestly, I've never felt like more of a fool. Out of nowhere, she snapped at me and walked out. Seriously, did she leave over something so trivial? I'm not an idiot. I knew there had to be more to it, but honestly, I didn't want to dig into it. She'll come around and tell me when she's ready. That's what I thought. A month went by without a word. I tried reaching out, called, texted, but Violet didn't answer. By the third week, I gave up. The silence stretched on for another 2 weeks. Then one day, Aurora showed up at my door. The very best friend Violet had been hiding out with for the past 6 weeks. "Aid Riley." Aurora practically squeezed through the door. I eyed her with a mix of curiosity and discomfort. I'd never been particularly fond of her, but now she rubbed me the wrong way even more. "What's up? Did Violet send you?" I asked. "No," Aurora pouted, clearly enjoying herself. "Let's just say I'm here on my own." She plopped down on the couch and crossed her legs provocatively. "Aurora, just tell me straight," I said, trying to keep my cool. She hesitated for a moment, then without warning, she moved toward me and kissed me, even trying to slide her hand down my pants. I jumped back as if I'd been burned, yelling at her to get out. "You're an idiot," she snapped. "But I tried to save your marriage," she smirked, folding her arms. "Here's the deal. After Violet got through her parents' death, she decided she needed to spice things up, boost her self-esteem. She joined a dating site, and that date ended up going a lot further than she intended. She doesn't know how it happened, but now she's disgusted with herself, and she doesn't know how to face you. But hey, if you cheated on her, maybe you could have started over. Aurora gave me a wink and a smile, as if she was proud of herself. "So what's your point of view from this height?" she asked. "Come on, just get out. And you can take her stuff. Tell Violet to stay the hell out of my apartment." I snapped back. But this isn't just your place. It's hers too. This is my dad's apartment. And that car she drives around on dates? Yeah, that's mine too. Just have them drop the keys in the mailbox and stay the hell away from me." With that, I ushered Aurora out the door and slammed it shut behind her. First, I felt nothing. I'd gotten so used to living without Violet that I didn't even register the absence. Sure, during the time Violet was playing the victim, there were some nagging thoughts. I always knew she wouldn't just leave like that. And now, those suspicions were confirmed. For some reason, it felt easier. The divorce went quickly, especially since we had nothing of value left to share. Violet kept calling me, trying to reach me, but I didn't bother answering. I didn't want to give up the car. In the end, I had to threaten to get her arrested, let her explain herself to the police later. That's when she finally threw the keys at me, saying a couple of nasty insults. And that was it. I never saw it coming, but that's what happened. Life didn't stop there though. So guys, if you all liked today's story, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you for watching.